Alright everyone, here's my review on Final Fantasy XIII. This came out in 2010 or 9. So, I'm gonna give you my take on it and what I think on the game and if I recommend it. Now, Final Fantasy XIII, we all know Final Fantasy series. This is the 13th game, and the story is basically about you have a group of 6 people who are turned into the sea, and they have to complete their focus, and they have to fight through groups of a whole bunch of strong enemies, and then you have the whole boss fights and everything. So this game is open world. Some of the environments have narrow paths, and some are just open. Like when you get in Pulse, it's like everything is just open. This game on the 360 has 3 discs. On the PS3, I think it has 1. I'm not completely sure. But this game is a fairly long game. The length of the game depends on how much work you want to put into it. Because at first, you have a thing called crustaceans, which is basically like leveling up and gaining new powers and all that. And in the beginning, that stuff isn't really necessary. If you want to get through it quick, yeah, it's necessary. But if you just want to get through it, you don't really want to go too fast. Like, man, editing doesn't really require that. But after I'd say, but then when you get to Pulse on disc 3, then that stuff is very important, and you earn it by basically defeating enemies and bosses. Once you defeat an enemy or it's a random enemy or a boss, you get CP points, and those points are added. Now, everyone gets their own points, so that's one thing. And this game starts off with actually kind of, you could say, like a mini boss battle, you could say. And the characters don't have magic until chapter 2. So, and like this game does have 3 discs, so you want to level up as much as you can. As you can see, you have 6 characters. First you have Lightning, which is the girl right here, Saz, Cloud, Hope, and Vanille, and then you get Fang later. Now the characters, now they're different classes. You have Synergist, Medic, Commando, Ravenger, and there were 2 other ones, they slipped my mind. And the class are different thing. Medic is basically healing. Ravenger, magic, is basically like using magic. Commando is more of physical attack. Synergist, and there's another one. There's Synergist and another one that's like that, and one of them, I think it was Synergist, where it's like you put stats on enemies to make them weaker, and then the other one, you put them on yourself and your teammates to make you guys stronger, generally. And you have the thing called a TB gauge, which basically is how many attacks you could do. A bad thing about the game is that you can't really move your characters in battle. It's like all you do is choose what moves they do, and after that, the character moves on their own. So if a ball is about to hit you and your character's moving forward, there's nothing you could do about it. So Just hope you have good health and all that. And you have summons. Every character has one summon. They're called Eidolons. Lightning's is Odin. Fang's is Bahamut. Vanille's I forgot what the name was. Hecaton, yeah, that's what it was. Sad by Hilda. Snow, the Shiva sisters or twin sisters. And Hope, it's Alexander. And these summons do help you. To get them, you actually have to tame them by battling them and getting their tension gauge up, and then after that you tame them. So like I do all my other reviews, show you the back, and you see here are some of the characters. You got Vanille here, Fang, Lightning, Saz, Hope, Snow. Then you have some scenes here from the game. And right here is Odin. And here's one of the bosses. And a good thing I have to say about this game is since it's made by Square Enix, the graphics are just beautiful. They're just phenomenal. But the game is too linear. So and here we got 2 of the discs. I have the other one on my 360, which is disc 3. But after you beat the game, you can do these side missions called XIII missions, and those missions are basically like you're trying to complete the focus for you're trying to complete seats for other focus. Like when they become a seed and then they lose the will to fight, they turn into a stone and they ask other people to complete their focus for them. In this game, when you try to complete your they're trying to complete their focus so they don't turn into seeds. And they kind of have 2 focuses. They get the at the second, on the last boss battle, then that's when they get their second focus and everything. But this game, it's long. I mean, when I first started, I was playing it. Then I was playing it. Then I got to a point where I just couldn't. Where I was having a difficult time. Then stopped. Then started playing again. And then and then there are a whole bunch of and then after you beat the game, you could just roam around if you want battle. And honestly, they're making Final Fantasy 13 too, and I'm gonna do an unboxing of that. But in 13 too, it's just this. It's a few years after this, so the story's gonna be different. In the story, you're gonna have different characters. You're gonna have Sarah as a playable character because Lightning's went missing, and the others don't. I don't even know who knows where they went. Because they don't really say anything about them. But either way, I can't wait for Versus 13. But we're not talking about Versus 13 here, are we? So this game, good graphics, too linear, long story, and this game, I would give it an average score. Even though I love the game to death, it's just how long the game was and everything was just crazy. Like, but there are the way I got through it the second time. There's like there's the this program where like you could like mod your game save data, and that's what I did to make it easier. But that's just what I did. But either way, that's my review on this game. I know it wasn't much, but even though I love this game, I didn't really care about the linear part. But the part I did care about was that I really didn't like was how long it was. So either way, that's all for this video. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later on my next review. If I would I recommend picking up this game? If you like Final Fantasy, yeah, just to try it out. I mean, I think you should rent it first to see if you like it or not, and then actually buy the game. And I mean, it's not the best in Final Fantasy's franchise. I mean, this is the first one I actually played. This actually got me into Final Fantasy because when I looked at it, I saw lightning in the front. I thought it looked like a female version of Cloud, so it just got me to buy it. So either way, that's all for this review. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.